Hey gang, Dirty Rob here from the West Michigan Trail Runners and the Gazelle Sports Dirty Herd here with my first shoe review of 2017. I apologize for the delay. I've got a ton recorded and a ton are going to be uploaded back to back to back to get me back on track shortly. But I'm starting the year with the 2016 Outside Magazine Gear of the Year, the New Balance Gobi. This might be kind of a quick review because there's a lot to like and very little to not like, and it's a really simple shoe. And understand, I kind of like to be kind of a minimalist guy. I'm not a huge stuff wearer, and I don't like tons of weird things. I don't want to wear a heart rate strap and a watch and headphones and music, and the simpler the better. We like to be in nature. We like to run. We like to strap them on and go, and that's what this shoe is kind of all about. There is one thing you need to know about, I think, depending on what you want your shoe to do for you. This shoe I don't think is the jack of all trades for everybody. There is one part of it that needs to be discussed, or you need to know about, I feel like, before you make a buying decision. But let's talk about the shoe top down and why it's good and why it's really pretty awesome. Nice padded tongue, perfect amount, not too squishy, but nice and protected so you don't get any kind of weird lace things going on there. Lace guidance, one simple one right up in the top there. That's awesome. Phantom fit upper, so it's nice and reinforced where it needs to be. Has plenty of flex points where it doesn't need to be reinforced. I especially love, and it's kind of hard to see with the discoloration here between the two layers, but that kind of seam right there is not an overlay. So you get a perfect amount of stretch but hold right there. I really love it. The upper fits great. Has plenty of kind of toe box room, even though it's not the widest toe box in the world. Certainly, being an ultra guy, I love my ultras, but I was able to put some decent miles in the shoe and not have any kind of issues with any kind of toe rubbing, irritation, any forefoot ache or whatever. So a nice, super comfortable fit in the last there. Lots of padding on the collar and tongue, or on the heel here. The heel counter. That's my one issue I have with this shoe. So for someone to buy one single pair of shoes and run an all-terrain is kind of ridiculous if you are a really avid trail runner. I've run road in the shoe. I've run gravel road in the shoe. I've run buffed out trails. I've run slushy trails. I have one section of trail in town that we love that is really pretty slanted, and I almost came out of the shoe on that slanted trail, and I attribute it not to the bad fit. I think I had that problem with the Nomad last year, 2 years ago. If you watch all my videos, the Saucony Nomad had real issues with fit and almost came out of the shoe because of how spacious it was. But this heel counter back here is really low and really small. So the good part is it contributes to the weight. And I didn't even notice it on all the other runs previous to this tested run I put on kind of slanted terrain. But as soon as I had my foot landing repeatedly on a really tilted trail, which we sometimes hit, I almost came out of the heel. It's cut really low back here, and it's not super supportive on that kind of terrain. So just something to keep in mind if you are going to be using it or intend to use it for that kind of terrain. Moving on. Fresh foam midsole, we love that. If you haven't tried the new 1080 or the Zonta or any of those, you need to if you do some road miles. The fresh foam is, I think, one of the best midsole products out there right now. It's responsive, it's cushioned, it's durable. I really like it. I've liked it in every shoe I've tested. Outsole has their AT tread, and of course, right away you look at it, you're like, yeah, where are the lugs? There aren't any. I mean, the traction is great for a lot of conditions, like I said, road, gravel, buffed out trails, even slightly rough trails is fine. I got a few rocks and roots on my run, and it was great. A little protected here with a little rubber collet there. Plenty of traction on those, plenty of stiffness. It was great. But if you're going to run anything muddy, any nasty, any really sandy stuff, maybe not the best shoe for that. So again, I don't know. You do the math. 75% of your runs, 90% of your runs would be great. The other percent, you might need a little more durable, rugged shoe to handle. 6mm drop. They listed at 9.3 ounces. My size 14 weighed in around a little under 11. So really on the light side of the scale. I could certainly see the shoe being my summertime kind of racing trail shoe. We don't have too many trails around here that are all that nasty, especially in the dry summer, so I can get away with it. But all in all, I can really see why Outside Magazine gave it their Gear of the Year. This is a really versatile shoe. It's super comfortable. It's lightweight. It goes fast. And I'm really impressed by it. But I've always been impressed by New Balance shoes. I still, to this day, love the Minimus. I'm glad they brought it back, which I will be posting a new review of that very shortly. So anyway, Gear of the Year 2016. Still good in 17. I think the colorways are cool. I like this one. The gray one's also pretty cool if you're more streetwise. But anyway, so that's it. Video number 1 done for the year. The Gobi on shelves now. Check it out. It's a great price. It's a great shoe and definitely worth your time and interest if you're looking at it. So I appreciate the time as always, guys. Comments in the section below. Email me at work if you have any questions specifically about shoes. Otherwise, I'll see you the next time. Have fun on the trails. Get outside. Thanks.